This is my lake house, or better, is the project of my lake house. But I don't want to give too many spoilers, so let's get started. Hi everybody, I'm Alessandro and I'm a second year architecture student, and this summer I was very bored, so I decided to do a lake house project with the use of traditional materials and simplicity. Let's start with some sketches for the design of the house. I wanted a roof sloping on one side only in order to create a frame on the lake side, following the principle of framing the landscape. I imagined the house on a wooden pier not only to enjoy the land, but also to give the house an impression of floating on the lake. The interiors follow the principle of continuity of spaces, avoiding separation between spaces with doors and highlighting a free flow. For this reason, there are three walls that divide the space based on the functions, and it's a principle used also by Mies van der Rohe in his Barcelona pavilion and other of his works. The house would therefore be composed of a long entrance that ends with a large window. On the right, we find first the dining room and then the living room. On the left, we find the kitchen, and at the end of the entrance corridor, we find the entrance to the master bedroom. The same principles are followed also here. The bathroom is separated only by a wall, which also acts as the headboard of the bed. The master bedroom, as well as the living room, being two of the rooms in which I wanted to give more importance, overlook large windows which allow you to concentrate all your attention on the view. There are two other windows that have the function to bring light inside of the bathroom and of the dining area. Perfect, so now that we have a project, all we need to do is to make a physical model, and I decided to do it in 1:100 scale, which is the best to show the shapes and the spaces. Of course, I did a digital model on my iPad to see if the model would work, as you can see here. The process wasn't easy. In fact, with only a cutter, the wood was very thick to be cut easily. But as my mama says, I go to the gym for one reason, so I arm myself with patience and a lot of strength and managed to obtain the shapes that I needed for the walls. The next step was adding details to the walls, such as adding the windows and the entrance door, and cutting these small shapes wasn't easy, because the pieces broke many times that I had to redo them from scratch. For this reason, I ask you to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any advice for cutting such hard pieces of wood, please leave a comment. After this, I added some plexiglass simulating the glass and glue all the walls to the platform. Now it was time to think about the roof. Luckily, I had some thin metal sheets left over, which I decided to paint to give a more aesthetic touch to the roof, and I must say that the result is not bad at all. I love this black opaque effect combined with the metal sheets motif. Then I glued it into the wooden structure that represent the structure and also the gutter of the roof. And I also added some pieces of wood that symbolize the technical parts of the house, such as the boiler or the ventilation system and the fireplace chimney. I deserve a like just for this level of detail, come on. To create a better transition between the roof and the wall, and also for a structural reason, I created this combo of wooden slats, which gives even more traditional touch to the house. Before preparing the structure of the pier, I think it's better to start with the base of the model, which I wanted to make in concrete. So I started to preparing this polystyrene mold, let the glue dry, and after a few days, I could pour the concrete. The structure of the pier is very simple. I created some pillars joined with oblique beams in order to make the structure as statically stable as possible. I add a few trees to the model to give an aesthetic touch, and here we are. I finished the model after almost a week of work, but the best is yet to come. In fact, I studied the roof to be able to be removable using these small pieces of wood that I glued underneath, and in this way, the internal layout is also appreciable. I'm really satisfied with the result. Despite it is a simple building, I think it has a great impact and fully reflects the spirit of simplicity and of the lake and of the project. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and wait for the next video. Thank you so much.